Maniacs, welcome back to the channel. Now, this is going to be a pretty raw video. This is not going to be anything crazy. It's not going to be anything unnatural, right? It's not going to be anything out there out of the ordinary for this channel. It kind of is, though, because I normally don't do videos kind of defending other content creators. I just choose not to. But when it comes to a content creator, I feel like I've been doing this alongside with for a long time. I've been doing YouTube for over 10 years now, and I might have been doing YouTube even longer than this guy, but this guy recently has had a massive blow up. As a matter of fact, for the longest time, me and him were at neck and neck when it came to subscriber counts, and even as far as me, like, being beyond him, and then all of a sudden, this guy goes way beyond me, and one of the biggest reasons why that is because he does really good. Who knew? He does really good at the true crime commentary and the true crime content, and he's a very respectable dude. His name is Zowoki here on YouTube, and a lot of people probably know who I'm talking about because, you know, for a long time, me and him have actually talked about doing collaborations and whatnot, and he's been on my live stream several times. The guy is just overall a really nice guy. And recently he posted a video kind of going over some of the toxicity in his audience. There are some trolls in his audience who apparently are calling him things along the lines of pedophile, saying that he's stealing other people's content, he's doing all of this crazy stuff, he's representing this, he's not giving the proper credit for things that he should be giving credit for. There's a petition out there that is trying to get Nicole Kessinger viewed again. And even knowing that I don't necessarily believe that this petition is really going to do much of anything, it will, in a sense. It might make people look like the people on the law side of things might look at this petition and be like, wow, there actually is a lot of people out there wanting to see this be brought back to the light. And as of recently, I've started doing Nicole Kessinger content, and I'm learning a lot. And I find it very fascinating. I understand, and if it does get brought back to the light, that is a big win, I would say, for especially the true crime community. I think that would be a huge win. But we're going to talk more about Zowoki and how much negativity he's been getting. And this is just something that's going to come naturally, man. I'm just going to be blunt and honest with you. The bigger you get, the more negativity you're going to receive. I receive negativity all the time. The other day, I was actually looking at my boys' video. I did a reaction to one of the boys' videos, and unfortunately, I do get hate. I just do. One of the comments was, "Boo, thief." Just referring to the fact that I'm a reactor and I use other people's content as a way to kind of make my own audience. And there's no real, like, way of getting around that. Yes, a reactor is somebody who watches the content you watch or watches the content they love and, yes, gains an audience from it. That is what a reaction channel is. So you're going to get those people, man. And I've said it many times too during my videos, is like, if you don't like reaction channels, why are you watching reaction channels, right? Because that's their mentality going in, right? That's just the way they're gonna think the second they go watch your video, is that, oh, a reaction channel. Well, I guess I'm gonna leave a hate comment for this one, because to them they view us as the cancer of YouTube because there's so many reaction channels, and the content that we watch, of course, is not our own. I have done other content. I have a gaming channel with almost 800 subs, so I actually have original content that I post. So even knowing they come at me and slam me, and that's fine if they do, it's not like I'm going to have anything, I'm not going to be able to stop them if they want to say anything negative. Even knowing they're supporting my channel more than actually coming at me and destroying me, they're actually supporting me. Because once you comment on a video or dislike a video, that's actually showing to YouTube that people give a shit enough to actually want to interact with your video. So even knowing, yes, in your eyes, you're actually coming at us like haters, you're actually helping us out, regardless of if you do anything. So the best way to actually hate on us is to not watch our content. That is the absolute truth. Just don't watch our content. You're giving us a view, you're giving us a dislike, you're giving us a comment. Those are 3 things that you're doing already that helps us out a lot. But going back to Zowoki, I can tell this is really bothering the man. I really can. And I do feel bad because it's like I completely understand. I have gotten messages through my private messages of people coming at me and bashing me or trying to change my opinion about certain things, where I'm just going to make a stand and say, that's just how I feel. This whole Stor and Cody thing, when I was out there saying that Stor and Cody are fake. Even knowing Satori messaged me a very sweet conversation, I said they were fake. And that her messaging me was not going to change my mind. I said that to Satori herself, that, talking to me and being sweet to me is not going to just change my mind all of a sudden, if that wasn't, ever in the intent. And I didn't say it like that, but I did make it known that it wasn't, regardless of where I am on the believability scale, I want to let you guys know that I do wish you nothing but the best for the future, because I just wanted to make sure that they knew that, even knowing you're talking to me, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm just gonna automatically like be best friends or go along with everything that you're doing, because that just wasn't who I was. I'm not gonna lie to myself because a couple of bigger shot people are messaging me. Yeah, because of my size, I could go out there say a lot of things, agree with a lot of people, and maybe even build up my subscriber count because of it. But why would I lie to myself? That's the last thing I want to do to my channel and my audience is lie to myself, because if I start lying to myself, I'm going to start lying about everything, and I would just prefer not to do that. Till this day, I truly do believe that Stor and Cody are faking. I don't buy anything they do, but that's just me, and it got me a lot of hate, of course. No matter what you do on this platform, no matter what you react to, no matter what you talk about, no matter what you're really involved with, you're going to get hate. You're going to get heat, and it's just going to get worse the more you go on. So you're sitting at 44,600 subs right now. You're gonna get more hate. It's just gonna happen, man. And I wish you nothing but the best. I really do. But the best thing for you to do is just to look ahead, ignore the hate. It doesn't matter how severe it gets. It doesn't matter how much they say that you suck. Just keep going, because that's the best way to prove them wrong, is to just continue on and not let them get underneath your skin. The fact that, they are getting underneath your skin, because by making that video, I could tell it's getting under your skin because you want it to stop now. And that is what they thrive on. They're going to continue to jump on that bandwagon and continue to give you heat because they know it's bothering you. And I don't want to be that guy to tell you that. I mean, obviously, you're a very smart fucking dude and you don't really need anybody to tell you that. But I just want to let you know, man, that it's going to get worse. You are on the verge of 50,000. You are going to hit 100,000 at some point, and then more people are going to be introduced to your channel, and they are going to come at your channel with some heat, because they, for one, just do not approve of reaction channels. There's a lot of people on this platform who just do not approve of them. They think that they are all the same. There's nothing special about reaction channels. You just sit in front of a camera and react. And that is what initially a reaction channel is. They're not necessarily wrong. Reaction channels are people who sit down and react to content. That is an absolute fact. But it's the person behind the camera is why each reaction channel is so unique and different. But of course, they don't see it that way. They see it as just people stealing content. Even now, they're probably saying, oh, that's just a nice way of putting, that I'm a thief and I'm stealing content. They're going to say no matter what. It is what it is. So at the end of the day, man, I do wish you nothing but the best. I am sorry that you are receiving a lot of hate. I receive a lot of hate too. I ignore the hate. It's best to do it that way. Just ignore it. It's going to go by. At some point, their comments are going to get so many dislikes that they're going to be at the very bottom, and you won't even see them anymore. So even if you had said nothing at all, you're going to get hate, man. And I'm just wishing you nothing but smooth sailing. And I hope it, I'm hoping that your video tones it down a bit, but for some reason, something just tells me that I feel like the more I've said stuff about my hate comments, the worse it's gotten. So I'm not gonna worry about shedding light on their comments anymore, because that's exactly what they want, acknowledgement, and it's better not to give them that acknowledgement. So Godspeed, man. I just wanted to make this video because I felt your pain. I felt where you were coming from, and I just wanted to let you know that you're certainly not the only person out there who gets hate. I mean, even some of the most beloved content creators of all time get hate. Moist Critical, everybody gets hate on this platform, and it just comes with the territory. So until next time, man, take care. Hope all goes well.